Creative people are challenged rather than discouraged by challenges. Welcome to Vivid View program. All thanks to God. Hosting is Ehilis. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Today's topic is what we shall continue to discuss until we begin to see a positive resultant effect in our society. Eventually, rise of unemployment and the propensity for crime is the topic for today's discussion. The guests will be introduced immediately after this break. Please stay with us. Vivid View, say and do it. Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, the topic is rise of unemployment and propensity for crime. And with me in the studio is an old face. He is the founder and coordinator, Blockchain Nigeria User Group. Let's make welcome Mr. Chimezie Chuta.
Vivid View.
Say and do it. Before discussion proper, please follow us on our social media handles are displayed on the screen. Chuta, welcome again. All right, let's go straight to discussion for today. Your perspective on the subject matter, please.
Okay, the subject of unemployment has become a matter of concern, and it qualifies for the federal government to declare it as an emergency. Because,
oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, because prior to COVID-19 pandemic, the unemployment rate was already 27.8%. And currently we are battling with about 35.5% unemployment rate in Nigeria. And that's number 3 in the world. And
so
that poses a lot of crisis for the polity at large.
Thank you so much. How has unemployment rate dwindled the economy?
You see, Nigeria has a working capacity of up to 16 million people, but currently less than half of that are actually working. And when you have less people working, it means that there's not much productivity. And when there's not much productivity, it means that there will be a lot of people who are displaced, in the sense that it's difficult for them to cope with the daily expense of life, because living is not cheap, living is expensive. And when people cannot work honestly and earn, then they have to find a way to survive. And that's where you begin to see the rise of crime coming in. Now, it does not justify, unemployment does not justify criminal acts or crime, but then it has a way of enhancing or propelling people to do that, because people generally
what they never wanted to do, you know?
Yes, yeah.
Because most people that actually takes part in crime, they did not really, it's not what they agree with their chi. You know what I mean, chi? I mean with their God. They're coming to this planet Earth to be stealing, to be kidnapping people and prizing human beings like crayfish, and to be vandalizing properties and so many other things. That's not really their intention or what they feel God wants them to do. But sometimes circumstances push them to that. But at the same time, we are still saying it's not peculiar to you alone. Unemployment affects everybody here in the country. Therefore, do not take that as a yardstick still to involve yourself into any social vices. That is my advice. Is unemployment a genuine cause for the spate of crime?
Definitely, it's not a genuine cause, because
like I just said.
Yeah, it's not, because you don't have to justify your criminal act because you're not employed, because we are all here to survive, and there are so many other ways you could survive if you wish to do so without committing crime. All you need to do is to tax your mind and be able to identify those areas. And I'll be able to touch on some of those things later in the discussion.
So you can hear that again, it's not a genuine cause. Unemployment is not a genuine cause for the spite of crime. So as much as you can, take yourself away from every form of crime. Whether you're employed or you're not employed, take yourself away from any form of crime, so that you can also live in society and be glad that you are in Nigeria. We are dealing with Nigeria now. Remember also that government cannot provide job for everybody. That is certain. So try and be creative. That's why I started with being creative the first time. That a creative mind person takes up challenges, not to be disgraced or to be discouraged by challenges. So you take it up, and then God's willing, you'll find something to do and be able to take care of your expenses on daily basis. We'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. Still discussing rise of unemployment and propensity for crime. With me is Mr. Chuta. So that takes me to the next question again. What is the role of entrepreneur in replacing unemployment?
All right. In an economy where government cannot adequately provide job for all
Everyone,
citizens,
yes.
entrepreneurship becomes the direct answer to that. And what's entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is when you take a personal responsibility to create solution out of the kinds of problem either you yourself is facing or that you see people around you facing. Because wherever people can solve problem, people will always return to respond to that problem solving with the value that
right.
is equivalent to what they are receiving from that problem solving. So in Nigeria, for instance, the informal sector is one of the most burgeoning opportunity that exists there for you to engage in entrepreneurial activities. And it's extremely important that we begin to look in that direction in order to create jobs for people. Because as an entrepreneur, what you're looking at is you're trying to solve a problem that you have either encountered. Let's say probably you find it difficult to get to your place of work or to get something that you need to use, probably as a result of the COVID. Then you're thinking about, okay, probably I could start a delivery business. And what do I need to start a delivery business? Maybe I need bikes, I need to have a rider, I need to have a system where people should be able to come to XYZ and call for that service and be able to initiate the delivery service that you want. First of all, you have to solve the problem for yourself. When you solve it for yourself, then you think about millions of other people that are out there that could also have that same kind of problem. That gives you automatically the opportunity to see that, look, this thing can turn into business. And if it can turn into business and profitable, then you have become an entrepreneur.
So as a matter of fact, entrepreneur actually replaces this unemployment. And as so much like Nigeria, we're so enterprising, honestly. A Nigerian woman or man or boy or girl can do anything. When I mean anything, I don't mean things against the law of the land, to make sure he or herself is being engaged. And that's what we're encouraging all of you now to do. Be engaged. You can even be engaged using your handset. And you putting food on your table. Not 419, not going to hack people's account and all those things. There are many people that can dispatch goods to people through handset. They just make the connections and then involve dispatch riders, and the job goes on there. There are some that can also buy, as mentioned, buy motorbike for dispatch riders. And when you buy 1, 2, 3, perhaps you go to leasing company to lease that for you because they may not have the money. Exactly. But just come up with something, and then you get where. Good. If you Google, you see a lot of leasing companies that you can go to lease you, Kakemara, as you popularly call it, or motorbike, or anything to do something, and you do it well. So don't just stay at home and be waiting for that white collar job. It may not come now, as a matter of fact, though we are still on government neck to do something to improve unemployment, but if that will not come, may not come. So if it does not come, must have a plan B. It's the plan B we are trying to share with you now so that you don't put yourself into big time trouble.
This is Vivid View.